Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So for this look, or for my first video, I'm going to do a holiday glam look. You can use this in mga events, dinner parties, reunions, and other gatherings na meron this Christmas season. It's a very simple look, or it's a very easy look to pull off. And you don't need to spend too much time on this look. So if you would like to go ahead and see me achieve this look, please continue watching. Alright. So, the first step na kailangan natin gawin is to prime the face. So, here, I'm using H&M primer. So, kasi nga, yung skin ko is super oily. As in, Middle Eastern level. So, you just tap it onto the face. That. Alright, so now that we're done with the primer, we're going to go ahead and do some color correction. So, color correction is tatanggalin natin yung mga namumulang chismis. If you have some pimples, you can spot correct it. And as you can see on my face, I have a lot of red marks. So, yung mga allergies and stuff like that. So, yun yung mga itatabi natin. Itatago natin using the color corrector. So, ito, what I'm using is Kryolan TV Paint Stick in 092. So, this is the one. So, this one's color green. Then, this green one will counteract the redness sa face. So, green. Let's start with the green one. So, tatakpan natin yung mga chismis na mayroon sa face. Because nobody likes chismis, right? So, you do this after the primer para later on, pag kinabit na yung foundation, pag nag-happy foundation din na, everything is evened out. So, once you put your color corrector, then you blend it over with a beauty blender. So, what I'm using here is the mini beauty blender. So, just bounce. And after we put the green, which counteracts the redness on our face, then we put another color corrector, which is the orange one. So similar to this one, I'm also using the Kryolan TV Paint Stick. This one is in 508. So that's it. Then this is the orange one. Orange one, usually you put sa under eyes, where shadows usually na nakikita sa face. So this one will counteract yung mga kadiliman sa ating mukha. So if you have like very deep dark circles under your eyes, or dito sa gilid ng nose, dito sa mga smile lines, so this will really help. So again, you can skip this step if wala namang mga, if you don't have any of those dark under eyes, or you can just straight away do the normal concealer, which we will also be doing later on. So now that we're done and finished sa color correction, we will be putting on the foundation. So for this look, since we're going for a holiday glam look, kailangan ang ating foundation will be long-lasting. So, what I'm using tonight is this one's the Kryolan Ultra HD Micro Foundation. So, what I'm using is this this one right here. And this one, R1, A1, and I'm combining this one and this one, OB1. Bounce. So you can use your beauty blender, or what I prefer using is this one is the flat top foundation. So you just use it using stippling motions. So i-bounce-bounce nyo lang din siya. Then, it's faster to blend. Right? So after this, then we contour. So I'm also using the same palette. It's a foundation and concealer palette. But this time, I'm using this shade right here. This one. In Tan 5. So all after natin i-contour ang face, then we put the highlights. So for the highlights, I'm using the same palette, the same one, but this time I am using this shade right here. This is Fair Olive. Then you put it under the eyes. In your highlight areas kung saan tumatama yung lights. So where the light touches your face. So usually after this, then go back to bouncing. We will put kilay because kilay is life. So for my brows, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Brow Pomade. I'm in the shade Chocolate. So I'll just be quickly putting my brows off cam. Done with the eyebrows. Now we're going to do the eyes. And we will start off by priming the eyes. And for this primer, I'm using this one's the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I'm just using concealer brush to apply it on my eyes. Since we're going for a holiday glam look, I'm going to be using this palette, which is the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. It's been out for quite some time, but it's still a fun palette to use because it has a lot of warm and cool tones, glittery tones on it. So the first shade I'm going to use is the transition shade, which is this one right here, Burkina. And I'm using a Sueva brush to apply it on my lids. So just a tip that the higher you go up your eyes, more light-handed. And then you use a blending brush, a clean blending brush to blend your powders. Using the same brush to deepen the crease sa eyes, I'm gonna be using this color right here, Zulu. So you just dip your brush and then tap off the excess. So for the outer corners, I'm gonna be using the shade right here from the same palette, this one. And I'm still using the Juvia Rose Gold brush set for the eyes. Very lightly apply it on the outer corner, on the outer third. Just tap it lightly. And then using a clean blending brush, you blend out. So using that same shade, you can also put it sa under eyes, sa lower lash line. Just smoke it out. And to finish off the smoky holiday glam look, we'll be going back to the same palette and going on for the shade right here. There. And put it on sa corner of the eyes, outer corner of the eyes. Then you blend. Now, you need to put something to open up the eyes, especially for dinner or night events. So, you need to put some sparkles para shine bright like a diamond and pink. So, for this one, I'm using this one right here is the Kryolan glitter powder for the eyes. So using the Juvia brush, just tap it on sa inner corner. Blend everything together, go back to the palette, the Masquerade palette, which is the Zulu. And on the outer third, using a brush, blend it in. Para matanggal yung mga harsh lines. So now for the finishing touches, you can go back to the same palette, get this shade right here, then put it sa ilalim ng brows to highlight. Then go back to the same palette using Bertina, which is your transition shade kanina, to blend everything in. So now we put the eyeliner. And for my eyeliner, I'm using this real Kat Von D's tattoo liner in Trooper. I'm just going to put my eyeliners off cam, and I'll come back to you shortly. So now we curl the lashes. Then we put on some mascara, and for my mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. You can put on some lashes or pwede ring hindi na since nag-mascara na. And now, we'll just do the finishing touches and start contouring the face. So for this, for the contour, I'm going to use this NYX Pro palette. And I am in the shade, this one. So, we'll put it on top ng mga cream contours kanina. Here. After the contour, then we go and do the blush. So sa blush, I'm using the Juvia Coral Blush palette, and I'm using this shade right here, the peachy one. Since tapos na tayo sa pag-contour, then we put my favorite part, which is the highlight. And for this look, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit Sweets. Since it's a night event, I'm using the shade right here, Butterscotch, this one. So I'm using just a random highlighter brush. Sweet. Bongga. Layo pa lang. Kitang-kita ka na. Si bakula. So also, since medyo madilim pa yung inner corner of the eyes natin, you can use MAC Fix Plus, spray it sa brush, and then dip it in sa highlight palette. So for this one, I'm using yung other shade, which is Taffy. Tap the brush, and then sa inner corner. The final step is, of course, the lips. So I'm lining my lips with the Kryolan contour pencil. And I'm gonna be using the Kryolan lip palette and using the shade, the darkest shade on the palette. So you can stop here after the lipstick, or if you want to be super extra, you can also use a lip topper as a gloss on top of the lips. You can use your same lip brush and put some gloss in the middle. And final step is to powder the face to set it in. So for this one, I'm using the Mercier. I'm using the Mercier loose translucent powder. Powder everything. Final step is to set the face with the setting spray, which I'm gonna be using the MAC Prep and Prime. So and make pie. And that's it, guys. This is the final look. I hope you like it, and before leaving, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Please share my videos if you want to, or leave me some love in the comment section down below. And I will see you again on my next video. Bye!